else. Yep, gotta make sure we're doing good there, and we're gonna get out to the belt.
Warp drive active.
Oh, yeah, that was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah, he seems good. Well,
It is Get Smarter Saturdays, but we're low on time. So,
I like this
I
guy.
will watch
He's
one
good.
video. I think one video has to make us all intelligent. So, what video shall it be?
I don't know.
Let's see.
SPF is innocent.
SPF
Yeah,
is
right.
innocent. This isn't a problem. This could be a good one, though
No.
I may already know it. The appeal of One Piece, where to start.
Oh, God. I don't
This
know.
is going to get us all smarter. Destiny 2 isn't a video game, it's an addiction. That's fucking true.
It is.
Cyberpunk 2077 in a world of ads. Is this like all the ads in Cyberpunk? That's a cool idea. I wanted to do that video. But then the game, I didn't like it, so I didn't do it. Oh, we want to watch this. Oh, 23 minutes? Fuck it. Why games are too big? We wanted to watch this. Let's watch it. Fuck it.
What? Oh, a zombie got me while I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear
Hi,
it.
Noodle.
It's old news by now, but you've heard the discourse, right?
How
Baldur's Gate 3 comes
tragic.
out, Game of a year.
Yeah.
Praised by players, critics, and most developers for everything. Some of these spineless amoeba
my
on the
God.
AAA space, though, they're scared that it'll set a new standard. Seems they've grown so complacent, so apathetic, that they feel threatened by the existence of video game.
Yeah.
Essentially,
I can tell I'm supposed to hate this guy because he's bald.
I alt tab for
Gross.
10 seconds.
Little
God
low.
damn
Well, what
it.
can I do about it? Volume booster? Oh, it's been added to Chrome. Now, how do I use it?
what a crazy thing for developers to say. The gaming community at large has been eating itself alive, like the sweatiest of video game.
Okay.
Essentially, they're
So here we are. We're talking about Baldur's Gate 3. This guy is the sweaty gamer nerd, bald, neckbeard, cringe, who is saying that Baldur's Gate is setting a new standard and everyone else is sad about it. Okay.
afraid that they'll have to make something as good as Baldur's Gate 3.
Why do you guys keep saying the
What a
same
crazy
stupid
thing
shit?
for developers to say.
I've heard this point so many times.
Almost
They're all gonna have to be
unbelievable.
as good as Baldur's Gate 3 now. Yeah, fucking right. They've never been as good as Baldur's Gate 3. They'll never be as good as Baldur's Gate 3. I've done this for 30 years. For every 20,000 games, there's one good one. And, like, trust me, yeah, the industry's never going to be Baldur's Gate 3. Why do you keep whining about that? Whinging about it. You're like whinging about it. Because it is, it's, oh, now what happened here? I drowned. Oh my God. Where am I now? Now I don't want to be out here, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. This might kind of be sort of where I want to go. No. I lost track. I could maybe find my body again, but I frankly don't care. This game has sort of lost its like fucking like attraction to me after like 3 days. It's funny. There's Outpost, I guess. Yeah, there's Outpost too. I thought Outpost was in snow on this server. No, I lived at Outpost the first day. Yeah. Let me think about the layout here. So yeah, if I turn a left at Outpost here, I will. I think I'll get where I need to go. I mean, I don't know. It's really hard in the dark. I thought that was perfect, except I got bit for the 10 seconds that I was alt-tabbed, which is so stupid, man. Oh God, I got a pack on me now and it's pitch black. I mean, I might as well turn on the torch. What do I care? Shoot me if you want. I don't have anything. I think I can go this way. I don't know. I really don't know. Hardcore is problematic in the respect that, like, if you're playing it, like, alt-tabbed, you can get bit by zombies all the fucking time. The other servers like that too, though. I don't know. I played a different one. It was like Gringers, I think. Gringers had an RPG system. That one was fun. I don't know. I don't think this is the way. I don't think it is. I think a suicide is a better move. And I'm likely to spawn, like, someplace where I maybe see what I saw when I died. That's kind of better. Oh boy, finding my body again was so far. It'll be so far. I can find it again, but I'd have to get to the water, and I have no fuck clue where the water is. I almost want to kill myself just to see if I can get a beach spawn, really. I wonder if I'll be able to get to that body in time. I fucking doubt it. Unless I've found, like, maybe during the day I'll be able to find it better. And it's already like 1 a.m. You know, I'm not going to give up. It's an entire base worth of mats, but I don't care about that. As you saw, it took me like a few minutes to get that. I don't care about that. Feels good to not be under the pressure of, like, pandering. I don't want to fucking pander to people anymore. I'm not doing that. Am I being hit? Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Go, go. Respawn. Okay, so where am I now? I'm at the swamp by the lighthouse. It keeps spawning me out here. It's annoying. So there's a base. So I'm on the water, which is good. Actually, maybe this is good. Actually, I think this takes me where I need to go. Actually, nice. Yeah, I finally did get a good beach spawn. I think, fairly sure. And I will find my body by dawn. That's good. Now I suppose I can turn the sound up, which is good. Put this at like 4. Like what? Like oops. 2. Like what? 2? Yeah, 2. Okay, so I need to get my drones out and attack these fucking mobs. There's like 5 of them. Attack you. Alright, you should target these and get to mining. Mining.
The gaming community at large has been eating itself alive. Like
No
the
developer actually said
sweatiest
it?
imaginable version of that thing where the snake eats itself alive. And all over something that nobody even said. Whether or not you bought into the rage cycle, sparked by an
I think I
offhand
drowned
Twitter
right
thread
here.
and reignited by YouTube gaming.
Yeah, I did. I
scene,
drowned like
Yeah.
right
hoping that
here.
By the time I'm done,
I think people like
think.
the idea.
Yeah, what is that?
People like shitting on
Let's just go see. Is it my
AAA
body? I think it
developers
is.
They feel have lost their way. Specifically around microtransactions.
Why is there a bag in the water?
I think the average gamer feels a little
I think
bit
I did drown in one of
more than
mine.
a little bit of seethe
Oh yeah, I did. I
anger
drowned here. Yeah.
at the way they get nickel and dimed a lot in all of the big popular games. And so when a game comes along and
Now I'm
it's
too
good and
cold,
doesn't have
which
those
sucks.
things, they're not above exaggerating a story.
I shouldn't have gone in the water.
If the narrative is really nice and you get the shit on the devs that are making, yeah, you know, I get it, yeah, 100%. Thank God for Genshin Impact, yeah, amen, brother. But you know, I think it's probably not based in reality on what they actually say. It's probably a misinterpretation, but it is coming from a real place. I think it's coming from a real place. I think people are hyping up something that's not there for a reason, not like misunderstanding.
I'll have changed your mind a bit on where the industry's gone wrong lately. I don't want to focus too much on Nelson, the dude behind the original thread. God knows he's had enough death threats and diapers flung his way already.
I'm sure.
Instead, I want to focus solely on what he said, what he didn't say, and hopefully find some common ground. Perchance, even.
Perchance.
Baldur's
Perchance.
Gate 3 is a massive game. It is insanely huge. And that's really cool. It's amazing.
Oh, good, I
what
did. I
Larry
found my
and the
way.
studio
That's
behind the
good.
game managed to accomplish, and they deserve the praise they're getting. Now, of
Okay.
course, not everyone in the industry can make games as earth-shittingly.
I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's a spicy take. I know so few people who've beaten it. And that says something.
I've
right?
beaten it.
I don't know what it says. They all played it, and they all love it, but most people that I know that played it haven't beaten it. Some of them are still plugging away. Actually, this friend of ours, Ling, she's still playing it. She plays all the time, but she hasn't beaten it. I'm not too good for Baldur's Gate 3. I just, because I play many games, at least partially for content, I don't, it's just a tough game to play solo on stream. Most people don't finish games. Yeah, it's true. It is true most people don't finish most games.
Large as Baldur's Gaming 3. But like, games don't need to
The
be
asteroid
as
is depleted.
earth-shittingly large as Balding 3 to be good, meaningful, well-made, stable games at launch. Obviously.
Yeah.
We know this, because we are intelligent.
Yeah.
If you agree with that sentiment, you agree with Nelson. This guy's on your side.
Okay.
All developers are. Everyone is.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm agreeing with this guy. I don't think Nelson deserves anything. I don't know exactly what he said, but he's just an individual person sharing his thought. But I do think, for me, the appeal of the story was not about the largesse of the game. It was about the attention to detail, the love that went into it, and the lack of microtransactions. I think that more than anything.
And the sex.
like,
no.
lack of buying
You
a
want to know why
skin.
BG3 was so fucking popular? Because there was straight up goddamn jack off vagina in it. All the male gamers went crazy. They can fuck their female party members, and that's a fucking dream for them. It's a fucking dream. They can trans fuck a bear if they want. It doesn't matter. That's why BG3 was so successful. I'm convinced of it. That game was so dirty and lewd, kind of. There was all kinds of blood sucking and fucking and like party mechanics of just sex and all this stuff. There was so much sex in it. And that's fine. I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying that's why it was groundbreaking in the respect that it's the only game that I can think of that had open sex in it. I can't think of another one that's ever had it that fucking they like definitely did want fucking in their game, and I don't see why not. I don't really see why sex is such a crazy thing, but Baldur's Gate 3 was also, I would say, basically a kid's game. So it's very odd that they chose to have all the bear sex and everything in it. I think that was a big part of it. Without that, I'm not so sure it would have had the hype that it did. I think it would have gotten like a 9. It would have been like, oh, it's a great Dungeons & Dragons game. We love it. Like Divinity Original. The same response that DOS 2 got. Divinity Original Sin 2, right? And... Wolf. And I think it would get the same response as DOS 2. It would have gotten the same response as DOS 2 if it didn't have the like haughty fucking, you know, like shadow priest elf girl fucking the vampire or whatever. It's a very swinger game. I could see a lot of scenesters being into Baldur's Gate 3 as a 4-player
The asteroid
game.
is depleted.
Swingers and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I'm fucking your character. You're fucking my character.
The
and all this.
asteroid
And it's
is
like,
depleted.
yeah, I mean, it's got a very good sex scene that was probably groundbreaking for a lot of people. And I'm not saying it all boiled down to sex at all. The game's great. The game's great. It's a great RPG. It's truly great. But it's also, like, I would say the big flare that blew it out of the water is not what this guy's saying, that it's just of such high quality. It is high quality, but it was not that high quality. It wasn't much more high quality than DOS 2. It was DOS 2. It was DOS 2. The game was DOS 2. I mean, I'm sorry, but it was. Shit, did I go the wrong way? I can't aggro wolves. I can't do it. Gotta get out of here. I went the wrong way, I think, and I'm just gonna follow. 2 crossbows is better than 1 crossbow, I guess. This is it. I found my way. This is it. Definitely. Oh no, did you aggro? You did. Oh, you're so annoying. At least my body's like right there. Come on, man. Get out of the water. Oh, no. If I catch a bite, it's going to be so bad. No, no. I walked so far. No. No. Run. Run. Run, 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 run. Oh, my God. It was so close. I could hear the knife go past my back. Ah. It's good zombie content. Now, as to where I did it. Oh, God. Was I in the water or what? I don't know. I know this is the area, but the bag is not evident. Oh, no. I've got to get out of this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've got to lead them to the cliff and get them stuck there or something like that. All of them. And get them away from this place. Somehow. We'll lead them to the cliff the whole way, all of them, and then I'll go all the way around, and I'll drop down, and I'll try to get my fucking corpse. I didn't see the bag, which is really bad news bears. Should be in the water, I think. I can't remember where I died. I know that I was going to the stone nodes. Well, I lost this one, which is good. This one was the really annoying one. He'll probably get stuck up here, which is good. Yep, we'll just play some cliff games with them and try to lose them. All of them. Wait, what did I see? Did I see a base? What did I see? It was, no, just rock outcropping. Okay. This is a good place to jump down, I think. Yeah, where I won't get too hurt. Yeah, that's good, it's good. It's like, eh. Now, hopefully this is enough leeway. Hopefully they're, like, caught up and disinterested in me now where I can get down there and hopefully find my bag. I think I did this well. They're coming, but I've got some time now. I can get up on the top of the cliff where I can actually look down and see. Yeah, we're going to really look for this fucking body. I should see it from right here. I really should. Out in the water? No, I don't know. Has it been too long? I don't think it has been. Oh, maybe it's in that bush? Maybe? But I'm not seeing it? No, that's not it. I should see a bag and I don't. It's an entire fucking thing. It was an entire loot bag. No. You fucked me. No. I was like, oh, the boat, right? Was I going for the boat? I don't know what I was doing. But I don't see the bag. I don't see the bag anywhere. Has it been too long? Has it been too long? Oh, no. I gotta get away from them. No. Yeah, you guys stay down there. No, stay down there. No, stay down there. I can't believe you're finding me somehow. How do I find this body? I don't see it. I think it's gone. I must have taken too long. I thought bags lasted 45 minutes, you know, and I thought that it had only been a few minutes.
The asteroid is depleted.
Like maybe 15, 20? It hasn't been 45. So I don't know. Oh, God, I don't know. I'll have to play cliff games again. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where this bag is. I feel like it's being denied me. Like the admin removed it or something. Well, I guess I lost that kit. That's kind of crippling, but I mean, I don't really care. I'm just like, I don't think I can find that body. I don't know. Maybe I went this direction by mistake or something. It was dark. I don't know. I should see this and I don't. I don't see it at all. They're all like coming this direction. Yeah, like leave me alone. You've been following me for so long. In real life, if it was a zombie, I don't know like what would dictate what a zombie would or wouldn't do. But like, I would say that there's this point where they would get tired, or they would be like, I can't seem to catch this one, and would go looking for some other prey. You know, oh god, this is bad, I'm gonna catch a bite. Well, I don't know. Learning about the area was helpful. I guess I did not make this run. I didn't find this bag. That is so goddamn tragic. I feel like it should be right there, right by the rocks. And I don't know why. I don't know why my bag is gone. But oh well, it's fine. It's good. Sometimes it's like this. Ah, damn it. So many zombies. I'm just gonna climb that cliff and keep going. It's annoying. I don't really need much. A lot of stone here.
The asteroid is depleted.
Not bad. Oh, that's good. I can make a bag. Wish my bag hadn't disappeared. I got right back to the spot where I died and it was gone. Bags disappear on the server. It's so annoying. I like just being on the server. It's fun as hell. Crimson Tears. Try this. Thank you, 35 Infinite. I'd like to sub to your channel.
Within the last year or so, I've played several RPGs, whether they be new, remakes, or retro that I finally played.
I don't think this is good. Let me get out of it. Yeah.
Final Fantasy, the series that constantly
Thank you,
defies
many
its
kudos
own
for
name
recent
in
content
order
on
to
my channel.
tell
I'd like to
as
sub
many
to your
stories
channel.
as they can about spiky-haired babies stabbing gold. Equally famous for its contributions to both gaming and hentai, this legendary series is not without its troubles. These are the many scandals of Final Fantasy. My fellow Americans, I am once again in Geology's top secret government-funded flesh room, where they test and ingest their 22-time award-winning skin, hair and body products. My favorite thing about Geology is still their skincare quiz, which helps level 1 skincare users like myself build a routine based on questions like what skin problems do you have, or whether you prefer Aerith or Tifa. Every time I lather on this pristine pore paste, it feels like someone just cast benediction on my face. And I was surprised at just how quickly you start to see results. Having no skin would suck,
Benediction.
and science has yet to prove whether or not our skin stays on without the help of Geology's amazing skincare products.
The
So, if
asteroid
you'd like to
is
keep your
depleted.
skin on, use code MINIKUDO70 or scan the QR code on screen to get an exclusive
asteroid is
70%
depleted.
off their award-winning skincare trial set. You'll also save big on any additional items you add to your trial. That's G-E. G. In mid-2021, Final Fantasy XIV data miners excavated references to an emote that read /eat pizza, which worryingly implies that Italians exist within the world of Eorzea. A dubious source, also known as a screenshot of a tweet, stated that this was part of an upcoming Grubhub promotion. But that sounds fucking stupid, so everyone just thought it was a joke. Still, this wasn't entirely out of the question. Final Fantasy XIV had previously run a similar promotion with Butterfinger, where you could earn yourself a big beautiful chocolate orb to ride around on if you fingered enough butters. In December, it was announced that the Eat Pizza emote came from an upcoming Grubhub promotion. That sounds fucking stupid, and it is, which only made it all the more enticing for FF14's player base. For a limited time, place an order on Grubhub and use promo code NWalker at checkout to earn your own Eat Pizza emote. Plus, get free delivery powered by the Grubhub guarantee
Oh my
for orders
God.
placed during the Game Awards on Thursday, December 9th. With so many players enticed by the idea of their beautiful Vieira scarfing down mouthfuls of cheesy sauce dough, outrage occurred when it was discovered that you could only redeem the emote on one character per account. This isn't as bad as in alt-heavy MMOs like World of Warcraft, as you can theoretically do all the content on one Final Fantasy XIV character.
Oh
But
no.
it's still frustrating
No,
for the
no,
players
no.
who play multiple characters for whatever reason. Furthermore, and I
Oh no.
can't really understand why, Square
I
Enix
can't
believed
believe
that
you.
only Americans would be
Three
interested in the
wolves.
consumption of greasy, high-calorie
3 wolves
foods.
and 18
as
zombies,
such,
come
the
on,
promotion
man.
was unavailable
It doesn't
anywhere
matter,
else.
though.
But even if you did live in America, the rollout on December 9th was less than ideal. Final Fantasy XIV players, who would never normally spend money on fast food, were enraged when they discovered that their order wasn't even guaranteed to get an emote code. After not receiving any evidence on my receipt/order confirmation that I applied the discount code, I reached out to Grubhub support. It didn't seem like they were able to apply it to my order retroactively, so I think I just paid $25 for an emote that I won't get, didn't need the food. Just an FYI, if you placed your Grubhub order through their website, there is a very high likelihood that the promo code was not applied to your order. Can we please get hashtag Grubhub doesn't care trending on Twitter? They clearly don't give a single fuck. They made millions off us in a weekend and aren't refunding, aren't attempting to do anything to fix the situation. I'm beyond pissed. It turns out the codes were being sent out a week after the promotion ran, which only furthered confusion. Nobody, not even Grubhub customer support, knew or cared what was going on. The terms and conditions claimed that the codes were limited in number and would be served on a first come, first ordered a medium Big Mac combo basis. Meanwhile, some customer support reps claimed that the codes would be distributed via a lottery system and that they were limited to only 2,000 codes per day. But it turns out both were wrong. In a later FAQ, short for frequently asked questions, it was
Really?
revealed that there was no limit to the amount of potential pizza performance participants and that they didn't use a lottery system. Unfortunately, this did nothing to ease the pain of the many users who, tragically, could still not eat pizza. Over the coming months,
Oh, no
players grew
pizza.
frustrated at their lack of code. Some decried legal action, claiming that a class action lawsuit could be coming for Grubhub and Square Enix. Now, on one hand, it is pretty poor form to run this big promotion and then not have the infrastructure to support it. On the other hand, it's an emote that makes your character eat pizza in Final Fantasy XIV. I wish I could tell you that the players fought the good fight and Square Enix let them have the pizza emote. I wish I could tell you that. But Final Fantasy XIV is no fairy tale world. Weeks, months, and even years later, many players were still unable to eat pizza. Truly, one of the most tragic stories I've covered yet. This is actually not the first unkillable boss battle I've covered on this channel, but it's definitely the most bullshit. While EverQuest's Keraphim was unkillable for story reasons, this next one was unkillable for, I don't know, mysterious Japanese reasons. Notorious monsters are a special class of enemies
Yep.
in Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
XI,
11,
the
yeah.
first MMO in the series. These goofy fucks are usually important plot characters or part of epic quest lines, and have unique moves and loot as a result. Unlike other games that lazily flop their thick, juicy bosses onto the face that is the game's open world, Final Fantasy XI makes you work for their notorious monsters. While some spawn naturally, others require more esoteric methods, like trading items to specific characters. These bosses were meant to recreate the optional super bosses from previous Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy VII's Emerald Weapon, or Final Fantasy VIII's Ultimate Weapon, or Final Fantasy IX's, no really guys, this weapon's the biggest weapon. In April of 2005, Final Fantasy XI received an update that contained a cryptic patch note. New notorious monsters have been added to the Chains of Promathia areas. As mentioned, some of the methods to spawn these notorious monsters can get quite complex, and as such, it took players 7 months from the release of this patch to discover the final boss in a long chain of bosses, Absolute Virtue. Linkshell Clan, Order of the Blue Garter, defeated what everyone thought was the final boss at the time, Jailer of Love, only for Absolute Virtue to spawn immediately afterwards. After an hour of fighting these max level, well-geared players, Absolute Virtue was down to 98% health. In addition to a large pool of HP, Absolute Virtue regenerates an insane amount of health per tick. But the real kicker was its cast of Meteor, which will pretty much wipe any group that doesn't specifically build around mitigating its damage. While some strategies were devised over the following months, it was almost a
He knows
full
his
year
stuff.
later that the first kill occurred. Players
Yep.
used a method that allowed them to exploit the walls in the zone in order to deal damage to enemy adds on the other side of the wall with no fear of being attacked back. After a few more link shells scored kills this way, Square Enix came down on them like a sack of Final Fantasy themed bricks. I couldn't think of something Final Fantasy themed that you'd put in a sack that was heavy. So Apparently, the only viable method found after almost a year of attempts was deemed unacceptable, and players who used it faced ban warnings. Still, this wasn't entirely unreasonable, as pretty much any MMO would consider terrain exploits cheating. A second method was eventually found, which involved a group of Dark Knight players using a combination of multi-hit weapons and certain spells in order to deal huge amounts of damage at once. Interestingly, this
The
method was
asteroid
also
is
deemed
depleted.
incorrect by Square Enix. Absolute Virtue was patched in order to gradually resist one of the key spells in the strategy, rendering it useless. Unlike the wall method, this used zero exploits
clubs.
and was simply a creative combination of weapons and skills. As players grew increasingly frustrated with Square Enix for
kill
arbitrarily
me.
changing the rules, the developers decided to throw the players a bone by giving them a hint during the Vanifest conference in 2006. By killing specific creatures and then attacking Absolute Virtue with elemental spells based on which in-game day it was, you could nullify his powerful health regeneration. While this nullified one of the most aggravating aspects of the fight, it was still far too difficult for even the most dedicated players to
Yep.
figure out. Another year passed, and players had still not found a legitimate means of defeating Abhorrent Vagina. Sorry. Square once again released a hint, this time in the form of a video. While it initially raised more questions than answers, players eventually deduced that they were trying to show that you could lock out Absolute Virtue's powerful abilities by countering them with your own. Both players and Absolute Virtue have abilities called 2-hour skills, which are powerful moves that have a 2-hour-long cooldown. In order to lock out one of Absolute Virtue's 2-hour skills, a player would have to cast the exact same skill at the exact same time he does. That might not sound too bad, but the timing on this was so tight that by the time the combat log told you that Absolute Virtue was casting, it was already too late. While Square Enix's video did show them beat Absolute Virtue using this method, the fact that they were either using an internal test server or their close proximity to the actual game servers meant their latency was low enough that hitting this unforgiving time window was possible. Even with this method, it was revealed by a GM that the fight would take 18 fucking hours to complete. Ironic for a game that opens with a splash screen reminding you not to let the game overtake your life. Around this time, another link shell
Yeah,
started to
but
have
it
a
was
home
also the
on a
most addictive
different
game ever made,
undefeated
maybe.
notorious monster, the Pandemonium Warden, which I think is just another name for Riot Police. The players estimated it'd be a 3 to 6 hour long fight, and that if it went over 8 hours, then it was just with 18 hours later, they posted, people were passing out and getting physically ill. We decided to end it before we risked turning into a horrible news story about how video games ruin people's lives. Fight start time, 3:30 PM EST.
Fuck USC.
End time, 9 AM.
End time,
Fuck you,
9
Square
a.m.
Enix.
Fuck you,
They would
Square
later
Enix.
clarify what
Yeah.
happened in a blog post. 18 hours is not the length of the fight, it is the length of our attempt. There is no
Yep,
doubt
of
in
the
my
attempt.
or anyone else's mind that to beat it, you
Yeah,
would
and
need
this is
another
why
2
I
to
refuse to do Final Fantasy XI Endgame. It's the worst usage of your time that I can think of. And right after it is WoW rating. I guess I can just heal in his face. Well, I guess I can't when I have like a
hours, making this closer to a 20 to 25
I had a lot of
hour
people who
fight.
wanted
Most
me to
things
do
took
it.
No breaks at all.
I think there was a girl who wanted me to follow her into it, you know, and I was like, I don't. It's not like I think. It's just like, yeah, right before Horizon hit, or sorry, right before Wings hit, my friend Ailey was looking to recommit to Final Fantasy XI, and she was looking for a co-op partner to play with every day for 6 to 8 hours, and I was like, yeah, my life's just not like that anymore. I'll pop in like 2-3 times a year. She was like, 2-3 times a year, and she was like, you really like Rust that much? And I was like, yeah, I love Rust, and I like I like EvE, and I like, Fallout 76 and all these other games. I play all these games, and it was never if I was like fucking a woman and she was like, you have to play Final Fantasy 11 with me and only Final Fantasy 11 and all the time, I'd be like, yes, absolutely, no problem, and I'd be a very happy person. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep playing the 10 games it takes to fill the hole in my soul, you know. I'm full. Oh, I am full. Yep. So, okay, we go back. Dock. Oh, wait.
Warp
Stop
drive
and
active.
grab this mobile tractor. I have made so much money out here. I have made so much money so much faster. These boys are smart. They set up where the tags just pay for everything. 10 million every hour or something like that. It's like Plex money. I love this place. So fucking awesome. Yep, really great place. Uh so yeah, we're gonna go dock. I'm getting towards the end
Warp drive
here.
active.
It was a long day for me. I had a lot of chores and stuff I had to do today, and it's like 11:30. It's gonna feel so good to go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed early at like 1 o'clock or something, like 2 hours, and I'm gonna just chill the fuck out, sleep for a really long time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Docking request accepted.
Nope. Okay. Parried? What? Okay, so let's go try again. Let's go try again. Let's go try again. This is good. Let's go try again. This is really good. This is it. This is the place. I finally found it with enough tries. I did find it. Ooh, I see sweet, sweet, mother-loving stone. Stone is all I need. I don't want to build by the cliff again. But I do want the cover, which I just sort of broke. Ooh, look at all this stone. That's perfect, perfect. Actually, we'll just make a tool then. So, ooh, I don't want to aggro them. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll just build out in the open, whatever. I don't care. Oh god. What? No, did you aggro? You did. It's so annoying. No. I want to make a spear and chuck it in his face. I can see if I can peg him in the face with a spear. Oh god, there's more. No, I didn't want aggro right here. Seems like wherever I go, I'm getting aggro right when I want to build. It's so annoying. Leave me alone. Oh, you're so annoying. Please leave me alone. You're so annoying. Please leave me alone. There, this is perfect, except I don't really want... Yeah, like, I guess, maybe I can get the center of this dense forest. Yeah, like, right at the ridge. Yeah, like, right there. I think I will. I'll just, like, take this tree out. Take these trees out. Damn it, I need stone. I don't want to do this without an axe. Oh my god, you're still on me. Come on, really? Son of a bitch, I thought I lost you. You're so annoying. Oop. Leave me alone, you stupid zombie. Oh, you're so annoying. You better leave me alone. Oh no, don't get me killed. Don't bite me. Oh. Please. Gotta get him stuck on the cliff, I guess. Come on. Come over here then. If you're gonna plague me like this, hurry up. Yeah, get you stuck in the fucking corner here so you leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Motherfucker. Oh no. They're like not leaving me alone at all. They're like totally aggro to me no matter where I go. Like there's a whole nother pack totally aggro to me. Like why? I was nowhere near this pack. He's changed the mechanics a bit. I'm just gonna loop the fuck around this whole thing and just get them caught on the cliffs. That'll lose the pack. Oh, come on, are you fucking serious? Oh my god, no, he's cornering me. Packs after packs after packs after packs after packs. Oh, come on. Packs after packs after packs after packs. Good job. I think that's the pack that just killed me, maybe. No. Death after death after death after death. Because every time I reach the place I want to build, a fucking swarm just pops on top of me. Fucking pop aggro. This is it. This is another good place here. There's been so many good places. Give me one, damn it.
Waiting for
Oh
weakness to
my
wear.
god, I've already aggro before I can even do anything!
Adrenaline
Come on, man!
We did not take shifts or rotate, and did not expect an 18-hour fight. After the media began to pick up on the ridiculousness that was an 18-hour fight, as well as players, you know, saying that they don't want to do that, Square Enix announced that they would be making changes to both the Pandemonium Warden and Absolute Virtue. The past 2 weeks have seen considerable feedback from players regarding the amount of time required to combat the Pandemonium Warden, a recently implemented notorious monster. Adjustments have been made to Jailer of Love, Absolute Virtue and pets, and Pandemonium Warden and pets, in areas such as value and behavior. Absolute Virtue and Pandemonium Warden will now vanish 2 hours after their appearance, automatically ending the battle. Final Fantasy XI's level cap was later raised from 75 to 99, and the extra power players had access to meant that Absolute Virtue was finally able to kill. It's believed that, besides the kills that Square Enix
that's when I
deemed
did it.
invalid, nobody was able to legitimately kill Absolute Virtue before this change.
Nope, they just trolled you.
Raids in Final Fantasy XIV are big, fat, juicy, succulent endgame battles run by groups of 8 players. They come in 3
8
flavors:
players.
normal, chocolate, and ultimate. With ultimate being the, well, ultimate test of skill, but not in a bullshit way like Absolute Virtue, who's also in 14 by the way, although you don't get banned if you beat this one. Much like in other MMOs, raid teams, known as statics, speedrun newly released content for bragging rights over who can get through the most adult diapers in one sitting, and also beat the hardest content first. On January 24th of the year of our Lord 2023, patch 6.31 insinuated Final Fantasy XIV with the game's 5th ultimate raid, the Omega Protocol. 6 days later, the creatively titled Japanese static Unnamed announced that they were the first players to complete the raid. While the proof of their announcement was only a screenshot of their victory, most players in the community deemed it legit and congratulated them on their victory. This celebration would be short-lived. A few hours later, a video was shared of the attempt, which showed that Unnamed had utilised mods in order to achieve it. Now, mods are a contentious topic amongst the player base. Unlike other MMOs, which let you mod everything from tweaking your UI to adding Bejeweled, every mod is banned in Final Fantasy XIV. Technically. This doesn't stop a lot of players from using them for lewd uses, as we saw in my video on the illegal Final Fantasy billboard. Of course, letting a player mod Final Fantasy XIV until it resembles Meat and Fuck Kingdom doesn't affect anyone else's gameplay experience, so Square Enix just kind of turns a blind eye to it. The mods used by Unnamed, on the other hand, gave them a distinct gameplay advantage. These mods provided information about party member hitboxes, party member cooldown trackers, and most importantly, a massive adjustment to the camera's maximum zoom distance. This allowed one player to zoom his camera out far enough that they had a full view of the boss arena, which was then streamed to a couple of players who weren't actually fighting in the raid. These players act like coaches or raid leaders, analysing the boss's mechanics and directing the players mid-fight. While this isn't against the rules, being able to zoom out to a full view of the room gives you a clear advantage over the players who can't. As stated in the terms of service for Final Fantasy XIV, the use of third-party tools is strictly prohibited. Players who are determined to be using third-party tools will have their accounts suspended or permanently banned for repeat offences. It goes without saying that we're aware of world races for high-end duties. As the developers, we're proud to have grown into one of the few games where they're held. And it delights us to see so many players participate, as well as spectate with great interest. But a race should be fair, and it's our earnest wish that participants don't use third-party tools. Indeed, we've only released duties that we have proven can be beaten with the game's standard features. Unlike a lot of MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV has a very large console player base. These players have no option to mod their game, and so the players who play on PC, who can, would have an unfair advantage, which may have led to the creation of this rule. Naturally, the player base was enraged that Unnamed had unfairly achieved their world first title. Tired from their marathon gaming session, the members of Unnamed hit the hay, but not before leaving their character logged in order to show off the new raid gear they'd just acquired. The player base, in turn, did the only logical thing. They threw a boldness festival around them. On Japanese Final Fantasy XIV servers, when someone breaks the public social code of conduct, players do what's called Hagaruga Matsuri, or Baldness Festival, where hundreds of players playing naked, white-skinned, bald Rogadin flood the offender's housing block or cluster around their character to publicly shame them for their offence. Out of shame, some of the members of Unnamed posted apologies to Twitter, with one player saying he would delete all of his characters and quit the game. Some users referred to this as digital seppuku, a phrase which caught on and even trended on Japanese Twitter. When you think Elon Musk is annoying on American Twitter, wait till you see how annoying Japanese Elon Musk is. Game director Yoshi P would offer his thoughts on the controversy, in addition to stating that they will be enacting penalties such as temporary or permanent account suspension if they confirm the use of third-party tools. He says, the Ultimate Raid series is the most difficult battle content within Final Fantasy XIV, and we release this content after testing that it can be cleared without the use of any third-party tools. However, if the presumption is that this content will be tackled and cleared with the use of third-party tools, then any reason to develop high difficulty battle content seems to be lost. It's very difficult for me to understand, as a gamer, what the meaning behind using numerous third-party tools to complete the clear first would be. If the illicit use of third-party tools is made clear through our investigations, I, at the very least, will not recognize that team as the true world first. Now, are you ready for the twist? The video revealing the use of third-party tools was actually uploaded a full day before Unnamed announced their victory, and was titled Zoom Hell Zetsu Omega. It was also posted to a brand new YouTube channel with a name which translates to Divine Punishment, while also naming all 8 players in the static in its description. This has led some to believe that this video was released not to show proof of their kill, but from a disgruntled member who wanted to expose the demonic. Omega Protocol would be cleared legitimately a day later by Neverland after a mere 1,032 attempts. June 2017, Square Enix spat Stormblood, Final Fantasy XIV's second expansion, into the game's code. This major content drop doubled the active player base and led to multiple major bottlenecks. This isn't uncommon for major content updates for MMOs, as your player base goes from raiding or PvPing or jerking off in the Balmung Uldar to all doing the exact same quest line at the exact same time. I'm sure anyone who lived through the Warlords of Draenor expansion release will remember how painful it was to set up your garrison. Final Fantasy XIV's players made their way through the intro quests of Stormblood, but quickly hit a Railbarn-shaped roadblock. One of the first quests in the expansion has you enter an instanced fight, which starts as you speak to Railbarn. For those not up with the MMO lingo, instances are copies of dungeons or parts of the world that allow you to complete content by yourself without having to worry about 50 other players running in and stealing all your kills and your beautiful rubies. Unfortunately,
is that how
servers only
instances
have
work?
so much space for instances, and with so many players all attempting the exact same quest at the same time, they filled up faster than your mum at a Taco Tuesday orgy. Players who attempted the quest were shown a cutscene which sets up a no doubt thrilling battle, only to get blue balls as they were spat out and an error message was thrown up down the back of their jacket. Now, this wasn't an issue that was solved within an hour, or even a few hours. They should implement a queue. I've been sitting here spamming the quest for over an hour trying to get in. Congestion, I get it, totally expected, but I'd rather sit in for an hour than just try again later. And 10 hours later, it's still broken. The fringe is nothing but people complaining. They've been there mashing on that quest for 8 to 10 hours. By the way, a few folks asked, it's affecting all worlds, not just North America, not just EU, but Southeast Asia and Japan as well. This is so fucking pathetic now. I've been on for 16 hours now. I hit this quest maybe 30 minutes to an hour after launch, and I've been stuck here since. Unfortunately, instances have no queue system, meaning it's just luck of the draw whether you get in or whether you don't. Incentivizing players to park up and spam click the quest objective. In a surprisingly British display, players took queues into their own hands and began to form orderly lines. Because all instances share the same server space, even players who were able to complete the quest or attempt other activities entirely were also hit with the same issue. Players reported being unable to unlock the new Samurai class or complete a similar instance fight that occurs not long after Railbarns. Players began to refer to the quest as Railbarn EX or Railbarn Savage, denominators usually used to differentiate between the different difficulties of raid tiers. In their boredom, they even started to write boss guides for them. Square put out multiple posts about the incident, but they're kind of boring and we're both at the point in the video where neither of us care anyway. A few days later, it was reported that the quest was finally doable, and that large waves of players had been completing it at once. However, it seems that these reports caused a huge influx of players who, once again, could not complete the quest. Over time, the bottlenecks fixed themselves, and the legend of Railbarn EX lived on in the hearts and minds of players everywhere, even if some players now think that it's an actual boss fight somewhere in the game.
If you are after another Final Fantasy video, you should check out this one on the illegal Final Fantasy billboard. Or why not check out the Many Scannels playlist for more goofy hobby dramas.
Oh, good. Yeah, one. Pitch what? Stupid Fang Creeper. Well, my pants are broken and I'm basically full. I guess I'll take the ride out. I don't really want to, but it's nighttime. Should go looking out for stone real quick before it gets bad. Oh, I also have to make sure I can get back in this space, so let's do that real quick before it gets too much darker. Okay, so I want to be able to get up the space. So we want to put another foundation here. I guess it's got to be there. Yeah, I think so. So, and then we'll make that, and then we'll do that like that. Nice. Oh, the kids went to bed. How cute. Yeah, I think 16 does abandon the old fans.
16, leave the old fans behind.
Today, I want to do something a little bit different because I noticed that in the run-up to and release of Final Fantasy 16, there was a small but growing group of people online who began to say that they had problems with this newest release in the famous RPG franchise. Yep. This time, produced by Creative Business Unit 3,
I cannot get over the fact that Creative Business Unit 3. Couldn't y'all come up with a better fucking name than that? That's like the least creative thing that you can think of.
The team behind the extremely popular Final Fantasy XIV MMORPG. And at the time, I felt like I understood 16 is a different direction for Final Fantasy, and one that some people will either like or not like, and that's totally fine. But over the months leading to release, and with the drop of the demo, and now at launch, that not for me has kind of morphed into a not my Final Fantasy. A sort of catch-all phrase that I think harkens back to what is really a non-existent era where we all knew what Final Fantasy was, and 16? Well, it ain't it. Which is nonsense.
I feel like Final Fantasy has always been an innovator. It always has been. Like, this isn't anything new, and I think the reason why Final Fantasy, 15, people didn't really give a shit about it as much is because it didn't really feel like it was an innovator. At least, it didn't seem like that to me. I watched it. I didn't play it.
Never been a this is what Final Fantasy is.
I beat it
Every
twice.
single Final Fantasy game has pushed the boundaries of what the franchise was before.
Yeah.
And every single one is different. Even if those differences are only in storytelling or world building. So when, for example, I watched SkillUp's review of the game, which, by the way, a good review, dude makes great content.
Oh my god, people were so mad at SkillUp for making this fucking review. Because he didn't say the game was that great. He didn't like it that much. I appreciate his review.
Yeah, like if that's how he fell on it, if that's how Ralph fell on it, then that's how he fell on it. You know, we can't all have the same opinion. 2 dark leather cloaks. Let's see. Can I get that? Let's see how much is a dark leather cloak. Dark leather cloak. Oh, good. It's nice and cheap. This is good for me. Good for me. Yeah. Okay, so waylaid supplies. Gotta go pick up this stuff. Oh, it's like hailing. I wish I could play 16 on PC. God damn it.
Well met. See you around.
650, not bad, not bad. We can go sell all the rest of that stuff, make some monies. Oh yeah, look at all that nice monies. Got me about 5G worth of stuff right here. Oh, I did not loot. Oh, yeah, because I'm full. Yeah. Okay, you say it's 30 silver, huh? Alright. Yep, that's good money. Oh. Alright. Let's go to the closest asteroid. Wait, those are wrecks? Wait, I don't want to go that direction. I want to go to this direction. Yeah, go that direction. Damn it, not to unlock all these. It's annoying.
Different opinions, because I don't think that anything that he said in the review was like super fucking like wrong.
Like wrong.
I just didn't value it at the same scale that he did, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. But I think he made a number of good points, and it was fine. He explained it pretty well why I didn't like it, which is fair. Yes. I don't think he invented this review to create criticism or controversy.
It bugged the hell out of me that the video opened with, in Square Enix's haste to evolve this franchise into something new, they've left behind far too much that made Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. In trying to reach a new audience, they've left behind the audience that got the franchise to this point. And while most reviews and most players are extremely happy with the game, that's the thing I noticed in most of the negative talk about it, that there's this undercurrent of they've chosen to leave what made Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. They're leaving old fans behind for the new. And look, getting new fans was one.
I think that's a smart thing to do. Like,
Yep,
Breath of the Wild left
fine.
old fans behind.
Yep.
Ocarina of Time left old fans behind.
It did.
How? What the fuck are you talking about, how?
Ocarina of Time was a complete departure from the average Zelda game, which was like you have 8 castles all over, the connect to Ganon's castle, and you go all over Link's like homeland on the Game Boy or the Super Nintendo or the N6, or well, not the N64, but the Super Nintendo. And yeah, they departed from that. They stopped doing like really base hero archetype stuff, and they went a little deeper than that. They did.
Of departure from what the games were before. Halo, yeah, like, I mean, I don't know about Halo. Like, Halo, what was it? I mean, like, Halo was, like, different from Marathon, yeah, but, like, I'm trying to think about besides that. I'm not sure.
Marathon
Breath of the Wild's
sucked.
barely a Zelda game.